what do you usually do when you do have races during the winter race season, and when you don't have races on the weekend?
Well, a typical race week for me, let's just say the race is on Saturday. If there's a race on Saturday, I would do a pre-race on Friday, which I've shifted focus. I used to get really, worried about the details of what I did for pre-race to warm up my body, but now I've started seeing it more as a really good time to feel the course and like visualize it and get comfortable on sections that I don't immediately feel comfortable on. So the pre-race, the best use of it for me is to just feel confident on the course. But uh, the interval specifically usually looks like maybe 5 minutes of L3 and 3 minutes of L4. And that can be broken up into smaller sections, or 5 minutes continuous and 3 minutes continuous, and then some speeds. So it's just like a light interval workout just to get the body moving and get the mind ready to race on that course the next day. So that's my pre-race day. The day before that, I usually do a very easy day. So that's like 2 days out where I'll just really low effort, like a slow ski, maybe even a jog if I don't have access to snow for some reason. But the 2 days before, I like to think of as very easy, sometimes even off if I'm trying to peak, maybe. But some people change that up too. It's not crazy to do a pre-race 2 days before, even. But the way I do it is easy 2 days before. And then 3 days before, so maybe we're at Wednesday. Um, are we at Wednesday? Yeah. Yeah, I do intervals either the Tuesday or Wednesday leading up to a Saturday race. Maybe, and that depends on the time of year. If it's early in the season, I might do longer intervals to keep my fitness up throughout the season. And if I'm trying to peak, I might do short, really hard intervals that few days before the race. So, and I like to have intervals the week of the race just to keep the body awake and feeling like it's functioning, because intervals feel they're good for that. Keep in touch with the high gears. And before that, just easy skiing. So I kind of like to space out my hard days like by a couple days or a few days. And that's a little vague, but something I've been coming along around to lately is that the details of this stuff aren't like horribly crucial. It's kind of just being in a good routine and trusting your training and doing things generally in a certain system. If you do one kind of pre-race versus another, they're probably both going to be okay. And the most important is to trust what you're doing and be excited about the race. So that's a race week. And then, not to drone on too long, but if it's a non-race week during the season, I would probably have intervals every 3 days or so, maybe every 2 days, just to keep in touch with the race gears. And my volume is about half of my summer training daily. So, and I like to keep in touch with double pulling and strength a little bit just so that it's maintained. That answers the question.